5 foods that taste better in Spain. Well, maybe 6. I want a Philly cheesesteak. No, not because I want a greasy sub, hoagie, or hero, because the name depends on where you're actually from. Don't get me wrong, the food in Asturias is home cooking. I consider most dishes here to be comfort food. It's impossible to leave a table without being absolutely stuffed. Nonetheless, I miss American food sometimes. There's a specific few for me. My roots lie in Nolans, so they're mostly central to that area. The foods I miss are, of course, gumbo, mufaladas, po' boys, southern fried chicken barbecue, and also BLTs and Philly cheesesteaks. There's so much good bread here. It can even be delivered to your door every day if you want to. Even the most random corner bakery in a tiny village will hand you a baguette that puts most American bread to shame. Now imagine that quality of crusty, freshly baked bread with thin sliced beef, melty cheese, and caramelized onions. Oh my gosh. Plus, the butcher offers insanely fresh, high quality cuts of beef. This is mouth-watering. Spain's tomatoes, especially in the summer, are next level. We're talking about tomatoes so sweet and juicy, you could eat them like fruit because they are fruit. And don't let nutritionists confuse you. Then you're gonna pair that with panceta curada instead of standard bacon, and you're gonna sear it. Because part of the appeal of BLTs is the crunch. Actually, there's no reason for me to miss BLTs. I could literally make this every day with no effort. The muffalata, though. The muffalata is all about the olives, the meats, the pickled vegetables. All three, Spain absolutely dominates. I'd use Spanish cured meats like lomo embuchado, chorizo ibérico, and salchichon. My goodness, the olive salad would be so good. The olives here are buttery and a little sweet. They're not like the bitter olives from the States. The olive salad would be so smooth with those olives in the Spanish olive oil and then the home pickled veggies. I do prefer to buy olives at the market because you can taste them before you buy them. And there's this one olive that I like. It's so good. It's buttery, but it's marinated with lemon, so the flavor is really bright. Let me know if you'd like me to show you the big Sunday market here. It's a mix of foods, there's clothes, there's antiques. It's actually really fun for me because you always find something that you didn't expect. And maybe I could do like a mini olive tasting. Tell me in the comments. So the food here focuses on freshness and quality, and I've actually made many of the things that I've missed before. With the ingredients that I have access to now, I can only expect to enjoy everything even more than I used to. So let's go shopping and get some ingredients for a Philly cheesesteak. We're going to El Campo. It's a large store. It's kind of similar to a Walmart or a Target in the States. My love for Philly cheesesteaks comes from freshman year of college back in Philadelphia. I had them so many times before then, but one of my floor mates, she was from Philly and she brought me a hoagie from Pat's. I was homesick and it gave me so much comfort. It's a food that makes me feel good when I need it, and I want one right now. Getting a Philly cheesesteak in Asturias is absolutely impossible. I mean, that's if you don't know how to cook, but I do, and I have the internet, and Pat's shows how to make their cheesesteak on that very internet. First, I had to figure out the ingredients. Cheesesteaks are super simple, in my opinion. They involve beef, yellow onions, peppers, cheese, and a roll. I had none of these things at home, so I'll buy everything at El Campo instead of going to my local grocery store. This larger store, I can find items that I actually can't get in my area. In Spain, grocery shopping isn't usually a giant once a week haul, it's more frequent. Locals typically shop every couple of days. Sometimes I feel like it's daily. Here, fresh ingredients like bread, meat, fish, produce, they're prioritized. Supermarkets tend to be smaller and more neighborhood based. Every so often we make a trek to a larger store so that we can get ingredients that aren't usually in our area. Sometimes we split our shopping between stores and the market. We really enjoy shopping at our local butcher and the fish market as well. I have noticed that many of the prices here are the opposite from the US. The healthy ingredients tend to be more affordable, while the processed food seems to be more costly. The alcohol here is more affordable too. It's actually wild how different the approach to alcohol is here. I used beef cut for escalopinas because it's a very thin cut. And when I started cooking, I thought I'd made a mistake, but it wasn't. It was perfect for these cheesesteaks. And there was a specific way to cook it. Pat says low and slow. I followed Pat's recipe as much as I could. He cooks the meat slowly so that it doesn't dry out. I started the meat, then added the onions and peppers. And I thought that was a mistake too, but it wasn't. When the meat was done, I added everything to the roll that was lined in the Gouda cheese. The store that I went to had provolone, but it wasn't sliced, so I just went with Gouda. I added the full sandwich to a second pan and added a lid so that everything could finish cooking and meld together. And this was the step that made my experiment top notch. And now I have satisfied my craving for Philly cheesesteak. My husband asked me to make them again next week. Once I grow okra, I'll let you know about making gumbo. Anyway, watch this video next. Okay, bye.